Blessed is the name of the Lord. This is Pastor Michael from God is Enough Ministry. This morning, I would like to share the book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 23 to 32 with you. Book of Genesis, chapter 32, verse 23 to 32. But before we go into the word, I would like for you to join me on YouTube through Pastor Mike TV, and do please subscribe. The topic for today is, do you wrestle with God daily? Do you wrestle with God daily? For as the sufferings of Christ abounds for us, so also our comfort abounds through Christ. Therefore, our adequacy is from God, who also made us adequate. Although our gospel is veiled, that is, hidden, it is hidden to those who are perishing. The book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4 verse 1 stated that we have this ministry through the mercy given unto us. Therefore, we are not discouraged at all. Many are fed up with the church and the gospel of Jesus Christ for one reason or the other. This means you are wrestling against God. You are wrestling against God. Those who are wrestling against God are simply doing violence to God's kingdom and cannot force their way into it, but are trying to utterly eradicate it. The book of Luke, chapter 16, verse 16, stated that the law and the prophets lasted until John the Baptist, but from then on, the kingdom of God is proclaimed by Christ, and everyone who enters does so with force. Meaning, you have to wrestle against the deceiver devil, who is the God of this present age that has blinded the minds of the unbelievers. Jacob's wrestling with an angel was the embodiment of the whole of Jacob's life. He struggled with man, meaning he struggled with his brother, struggled with his father and his father-in-law. Jacob's later wrestling with angel at Peniel, which scripturally means struggling with God for blessing. That is, Jacob struggled with God until he was blessed. Until he was blessed. The fight was so severe through the night that the angel dislocated Jacob's hip. But the substance of this narrative was that Jacob said, I will not let you go unless you bless me. I will not let you go unless you bless me. Jacob's victory in his what? In his struggle with God was as a result of being blessed by the angel. Meaning, Jacob took the kingdom by force. Jacob took the kingdom by force. Jacob did not see God face to face. But when one sees the angel of the Lord, it is okay to assume or say one has seen the face of God. The book of Judges, chapter 13, verse 21 to 22 buttress this. You can also read it. The question now is, how do we wrestle with God daily? How do we wrestle with God daily? You wrestle daily with God in your prayers. You wrestle daily with God in His words. You draw closer to Christ. And you continue in heartfelt intercession in the spirit until you are victorious. And finally, you wrestle with God daily in ceaseless praise and worship. In ceaseless praise and worship. At the end, your name shall be changed to the very one who has prevailed with God. Your name shall be changed to the very one who has prevailed with God. Just as Jacob's name was changed to Israel. Brethren, I will stop right here for now until next time when we shall meet again. And do please remember that God is absolutely enough for you always. Do please stay blessed.